What's up guys, I'm Improv and this is my Ironman. I have no special restrictions and just plan to play the game my own way and show that even if you don't have all day to play, you can still achieve great things. This is Casually Maxing. We're just about done with this Fire Giant task. We only have about 140k XP to go till we are 87 Slayer and we can start the hunt for the next iconic weapon, which would be the Trident. Trident obviously isn't as iconic as a whip because, you know, Trident hasn't been around as long as a whip. But the whip really, in my opinion, 87 Slayer really signifies getting towards that late game of the account, you know? 87 Slayer, you get one of the best mage weapons for bossing. You have one of the best melee weapons for bossing. And, I mean, you don't necessarily have to have a Bofa by this point, but I do, so I have the best bow for bossing. So what else are we going to be able to do besides boss, you know? So very exciting. I do have some other skilling stuff that we'll have to get done and try out some other little things, but very excited for where we are in the account. I realized afterwards the only time that this thing will actually spawn the ads that do a ton of damage is when he can actually melee you. So if there's other things in front of him blocking him, you're safe. You're good to go. I was wondering because there were some moments whenever I would fight him that I took 0 damage, and then there were other moments that I took insane amounts of damage. And it happened to be that I would stack them up, let him get into the middle, and then he would just destroy me. So yeah, the more you know. That ended up being an insane task, 75k, because I got like 4 superiors that task. Like, it was actually clutch. We just got a nice 250 Abyssal Demon task, so that should be enough, actually, with the slaughters to get me to 87 Slayer. So, last task before we are able to hunt for the Kraken. Oh! I got the Abyssal Head. You can combine that with the Slayer helmet. What? Just to kind of point out how lucky this is, you can get these from normal Abyssal Demons, but you can also get it from the Greater Abyssal Demon, which is a superior version. 1 in 6,000 drop rate. 1 in 6,000. Isn't that crazy? I mean, I've been pretty lucky the past couple days, I feel like. I don't know, from the shield left halves to this to some other stuff. I mean, this is very rare to get from a Greater Abyssal Demon. Now, you can get it from an Unsired, like a 1 in 12, so I guess you could just get it pretty easily from the boss. But yeah, I mean, that's super lucky. I'll definitely turn this into the helmet when I can, because it's like 1,000 Slayer points to do that, and we just don't have that much right now. I mean, we have 683, but we're gonna need them to skip some tasks. So we'll definitely put this to use later, though. Turns it into the Red Slayer helmet, which is pretty sick. Did I just run down here just to steal my Rune Med Helm? What has this world gone to? Is he serious? Alright, we just finished our Abyssal Demon task. Man, Abyssal Demons are nice, quick XP, but one, if I had teleport anchoring scroll, it would be 10 times easier because I like to burst them. 2, finding a world that actually has Abyssal Demons is impossible. Like, I honestly wish there was like a Slayer-only Catacombs that I can just burst them in. Because it's just so annoying to find a world. But anyway, this next task should get us to 87 Slayer, so we only have 5k XP left. Hopefully it is a quick task. 196 Blood Veil. It's not super quick, but I definitely want to do that whole thing. It's really good XP. So we're going to go knock that out, and then after that, we should be able to start looking for a Kraken task. There we go. We didn't get the pop-up, but 87 Slayer, which means we can now hunt for the Kraken. So we're going to finish up this task, go try to get a Kraken task, and hopefully we can get a Trident pretty quick. Yep, just another day. Another day in the office with my shield left halves. Don't mind me. Oh. I just get a Dragon Spear drop. I'm getting so unlucky. I'm almost out of points. I'm not going to be able to do this Kraken task. I guess I'll just go boost some points right now. Right after this task, I'll just boost. So we tried skipping a ton of tasks to get a cave kraken task, and we didn't get one. We ended up coming over here to Konar because after looking on a couple different tools, I saw that cave kraken actually has probably a little bit better odds of being picked here, when it comes to the weightings and just the overall percentage. A little bit better odds of getting picked here at Konar, so I was trying to get it here, but we're down to 49 points, which basically means if whatever task I get here isn't Kraken and it isn't an easy task or something that I want to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel it and we're going to go to Turail, and honestly, I might just straight up boost all the way to 400 tasks, because at that point I'll get a huge like 600 point payout, or maybe it's like 450, something like that. But let's see. Jellies. Is that a quick? I don't even know the last time I did jellies. I don't know. We might just go start boosting instead of doing that, though. So we are currently sitting at 332 for our task streak. I think I decided I'm going to, after this task, just start boosting. I'm going to boost all the way up to 500. And then once I get my 500 streak reward points, I'm just going to start doing Turail skipping. I think using all my points to skip for a task is just kind of silly, especially now that I'm at like 87 Slayer. I don't really need the task points all that much. I've bought most of what I need, but we can always build that back up later. And 500 is like kind of a big milestone. I'm already over halfway there. So I figure get that, get the points, and then I'll Turail skip to actually get the tasks that I want to get. Honestly, doing that method too, I'll almost never have to do any tasks I don't want to do. Or if there is specific ones I need to hunt for, it'll be way, way, way easier. So that is the current plan. I feel like I need to make a collage. Finally, we got our first Kraken task while we were boosting. Let's go. 200 of them. All right, we're about to go kill these Krakens. We have 200 of them. We're just going to start with the smaller cave Kraken in hopes that we get a trident, because then it'll be a little bit easier to kill the big one. This is the gear setup we're going with. Basically, we have high magic defense, so plus 129. And then we're going to use our Warped Scepter. I could use Ibans if I really wanted to, but I don't want to deal with the charges for that. So this actually might work out a little bit better. And then I'm switching to Ancients. I don't know if this will actually help, but I figure having a good way to heal besides just food might help extend the trip a little bit. But let's hope we get a trident drop pretty quick. That would be super, super nice. Oh yeah, this thing actually shreds. I forgot how fast this actually hits. It's actually super, super quick. Seeing how fast I kill the other ones, I actually kind of want to try this and see what happens. Let's see. Oh yeah, we can probably just kill the boss, to be honest. It's pretty chill. It is kind of spooky, all the tentacles flying at you though. And I don't do like that much damage per second, but that's not bad. That's not awful. It's doable. We're going back to these smaller ones since they have a better drop rate for the trident. It won't be a fully charged one, but we'll at least get one a little bit quicker here, probably. We've killed just over 70 Krakens now, or cave Krakens, and a couple of the boss, and no trident yet. We have 130 left, and I'm really hoping we get it this task. Oh, there it is. We got our trident. That was quick. That was very, very quick. Huge, huge drop. Okay, now we just go grind out the last 96 at the standard Kraken after we fill this up and finish off that task there. All right, there we go. Fully charged our trident, and we are ready to go. Yeah, I don't think any of us doubted it, but that's significantly quicker than my Warped Scepter. Let's hope that we can get a fully charged trident drop. That would be kind of cool. Ooh, a full trident drop? That's actually sick. That's actually so nice. Let's go. And here is the last kill of the task. We get coins. Cool. I didn't expect to get a Kraken task here because, like I said, I was boosting before, but then on the 10th task, it was like, here's Kraken. And I was like, oh, perfect. This turned out to be a very, very successful Kraken task. We ended up getting a Trident from the Cave Kraken, and then we ended up getting a full Trident from the actual Kraken boss. So, ended up being super, super, super successful. So we're in a pretty good spot now. We have pretty much all the weapons that we would really ever need to really streamline progress into the end game here. So just to give you guys kind of an idea of, you know, what weapons we have, actually just kind of what our gear setups in general look like, you know. This is basically for the most part what we're working with as far as bossing goes. So we of course have full crystal armor in the Bofa, we have Trident, and then we have, for our mage gear, we have the Blue Moon chestplate and arrows. This is basically our full gear setup here that we currently have. Now, with that being said, there are more upgrades that I kind of want to get. Now, we need to decide basically what route we want to go as far as what bosses I should go get done. Because what we need to do. So here's what I'm thinking, boss-wise. I need to start doing Zulrah. Need to start doing Zulrah because a blowpipe will be a huge upgrade, and the I forget which one of the fangs it is, but the one that turns the Trident into Trident of the Swamp will also be super important. So Zulrah is definitely on the list. Phantom Muspa, I definitely want to do more of that, just so then I can get the Venator Bow, which is going to help with Super AFK Slayer later on. And I kind of want to do Calfight Queen. So we did Calfight Queen before, but I didn't really know what I was doing all that much. And now that we have the Dragon Warhammer, it'll be a little bit quicker, but it'll probably still be like 1 KC trips. And I don't have the agility level for the shortcut down below. Which brings us to another point. To get Zulrah going, we will need to get to 76 agility. So that's probably something that we're going to do very, very soon as well. But I want to know from you guys. Let me know what you guys want to see as far as the next boss grind you think I should do. TOA, I'm down to do TOA grinds, doing TOA solos, but I do think I want to get the upgrade for the Trident first, and maybe the Dragon Pickaxe first as well, just to kind of streamline that process. So let me know what you guys think as far as what the next boss goal should be. I think I have an idea of what I'm going to do next, but I would love to hear some insight on what you guys would do from here. Here are my stats as well that we're currently sitting at. Sitting at 1826 total level, 66 mil total XP. Combat stats are looking pretty good. Almost, no, not really almost base 90s at all. But pretty good combat stats. Can pretty much do any boss. We haven't done a whole lot of bosses, so there's a lot to do still. And I want to see what you guys are thinking as for where we should head now. Less than a month away from, actually less than 2 weeks away from the new Wild Gothic Sleep quest. So once that drops, we're going to be doing that boss and whatnot as well. So super excited for that. But if you guys made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. Let me know what ideas you guys have down below, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.